on some boxes on my chair.
Oh, wow.
Up there. We live.
What's going on, everybody, man? It's your host, Seak, Parris, man. Follow me at 12vegoneapparel. You know, man, Squad Credit Podcast. We bring out the dopest guests, and we did it again. But before we get to her, man, I'm going to let my co-host introduce himself.
Turn up. Turn up. Come on, man. You got to come a little bit harder. Miketees. Follow me at miketees on all social media platforms. And today we are rocking with Vibrant Vibes Inc. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Chanel from Vibrant Vibes Inc. And y'all can check me out at vvinc.com or social media at Vibrant Vibes Inc.
Yeah, man. So, Chanel, let's get to it. Tell the people who you are a little bit. Give them a brief history about who you are, what you do, and all that stuff. Would you please?
So I'm basically the owner of Vibrant Vibes Inc. And what I do is supply small businesses with ink, sublimation ink, DTF ink, eco-solvent ink, UV DTF ink, and basically show ways small businesses can use Epson printers to start their own t-shirt brand or any type of custom brand from home.
So one thing, like, for those that don't know, man, you can go check it out on the channel. We've interviewed her in the past, a few years back. But one thing that I remember about you is you are very, very particular about your products. Can you explain your process and how you choose what to sell and all that?
So how basically what I choose what to sell, I've always wanted to sell ink, but how I chose my vendor was I was very picky about that. So I don't know exactly what you mean by
I remember
how in particular.
You took a process. It was a process for you. Wasn't just gonna grab, say, I want this ink and put your name on it. It was a process for you to find the right product.
Yeah. Yeah, it took me almost a year to find the right ink, especially for sublimation. I started off with sublimation first, and it was a long process. I did sample a lot of different vendors' ink, and once I came upon the right one that I felt was the best ink, it was a little difficult for me to actually get started because the company that I went through, they didn't supply small bottles like the 100 milliliter ink. They only supplied to big companies and had sold big bottles of ink for them industrial printers, not the Epson printers that we use, that we convert to do sublimation or anything else. So it took me a while because I knew I found the right vendor. I knew I had the perfect ink. It's just that they wouldn't supply me with what I wanted or what I needed to get started. So it did take me about a year. That company decided to start catering to smaller companies and doing smaller quantities of orders, which was still kind of big to get started with. But that's when I went ahead and got started.
Yeah, man. So inks. Let's point out, we just talking about this off camera a little bit, but you were one of the first people to talk about DTF, and you actually did DTF with Epson printer.
Yeah.
Can you talk about that, like how you got into it, how you even knew about it way back then? This is way before all y'all was trending and thinking it was cool to have it in your house too.
Yeah, I had knew about DTF, but the printers at that time for DTF was so expensive and was basically you couldn't really find them like that, especially not in the US. So but the printers was very expensive, big, very big. And with me working out of my house at that time, I knew it wasn't something I can afford or will be willing to put in my living room to work because it was so big. So I figured, sure, I converted an Epson printer to do sublimation. So why not try it with DTF? I knew I couldn't get the white ink with the type of printer I was using, which was I believe the 7720 or something like that at that time.
Yep.
So all I did was use the 4-color DTF ink, and I printed it. I put my adhesive powder over it, cured it, pressed it onto a white shirt. After that, it was history. I was like, oh yeah, I got something here. So I started doing that for a while, and then I finally made a video and posted it.
And I remember you were literally the first person I seen doing DTF, like way back then. And now it's like everybody's doing it. They saying that vinyl's dead and all that. What's your opinion on that?
Great question.
Vinyl is not dead. Vinyl is never dead.
Great
You just
answer.
have multiple ways to create different things. That's all. But it's vinyl is never going to be dead. I still use vinyl now today. Even with my DTF printer, my EcoSolvent printer, I still use vinyl. It depends on what you're making, like what type of quality you want to. Like I make football jerseys for my son's football game, and yeah, I could have used EcoSolvent or DTF, but I wanted to use vinyl because I don't know, it gives us that different look. But for my hoodie, I use EcoSolvent. I wish I would have had it here, but I don't have it here to show y'all. But so vinyl, yeah, never dead.
Now, another thing about you that the people must know, like you have multiple businesses. And then you was like Baby D from Friday After Next. So fresh out the house, everything was coming out the house with the kids and all that. Not only do you own, you into the craft industry, you own a dispensary and all this different stuff. And you still sell hair too?
No, I stopped selling hair.
Yeah, see,
I used to sell hair.
Yeah. And then all this as a single mother. That's the crazy part about it. Like, commend you. Like, if for those that say they can't do it, this woman here is the one to look to for it. Can you just talk about your journey, like as a single mother and running all these different businesses and all this stuff?
Sure. It definitely wasn't an easy journey at that. It's still not easy, but I don't know. I think some things are destined because, like, in high school, I was always put in business classes. Like, everybody had these fun elective classes, t-shirt, screen printing, automobile, like, everybody had all the good elective class. And I was always put in some type of business or finance class. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, why do I always get the boring elective classes? So graduated high school, whatever. And after high school, I started working and became a workaholic. I worked nonstop, even with my kids. Basically, my parents did everything for me. I was with one company for about, I think, like 10 years before they sold the company to somebody else. And then when they sold the company to somebody else and they took over, it's basically I got schooled. They want to lower my pay or take my benefits from me. And everything they wanted to do, I wasn't in agreement with. So I felt like I wasted 10 years of my life. So after that was over, I basically needed to find something else to do. And that's how I basically fell into t-shirt making and doing customs, but I was doing candles first.
Wow.
I started doing, I'm talking so off, like off the timeline. Let me go back. So after I left that job, I got a bad habit of doing that. But after I left that job, I started selling hair. So I sold hair for about 5 years, and it was called Bello Hair. So I sold hair for about 5 years. That was before social media even became popular. I think Instagram just came out. And so when Instagram came out and I started promoting on Instagram, my hair business blew up. I was doing really good with that. And then all of a sudden, everybody and their mama started selling hair. You start seeing all these Chinese companies pop up on Instagram selling hair for dirt cheap. And, you know, so business was still doing good. I still had my usual customers that was dedicated and supported me and came back, but it just wasn't the same. Now it was so much competition, like so much competition. You can't compete with $30 versus you selling something for $150. So I felt like it was time for me to put that to the side because the competition was just too much. So I let that go. Then I started doing candles, making beauty products like facial creams and stuff like that. I was always into skincare. So I went to school to become an esthetician and I studied skincare, studied the products and started doing that. And that was going pretty good also, but it wasn't really making me enough money. It was more like it's something I like doing, love doing, but it's not bringing in, you know, the money.
Mm-hmm.
So during that time, I needed to make my own labels to put on my candles and put on my wax melt and stuff like that. So I got a Cricut. And that's what I use my Cricut for. And then I posted a video with me making my labels for my candles and everything. And someone seen it. One of my family members was like, "Oh, you got a Cricut? You know how to make t-shirts and stuff?" So I'm like, I ain't never made one, but so they asked me, can I make them some shirts for their kid birthday party? I was like, I can do it, but I ain't never did it before. And that's how I started with the t-shirts.
Yeah, man.
You got a lot of hustles about you, and you started from school. You said you was getting pushed into business classes and different electives. Somebody seen that in you, and they nurtured that, and you ran with it.
I guess so, because I even went to college and graduated with my bachelor's in business as well.
Wow, you have done a lot in a little bit of time. You are the true words of inspiration. Let me shout out some of the people in the crowd. Appreciate y'all tapping in. M&M Custom Made, Barb LaFon.
Barb.
Marissa Rich. Happy Thursday to you. Bias LLC. How are you doing tonight? Thank y'all for tapping in with us. We do this every week, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And you guys already know. We're rocking with a vibe right now. So you do a couple of a couple of entrepreneurial skills, I should say, with the print industry. Which one is your favorite?
It was making candles and my skin products. That was my favorite, but I let that go too. I actually pushed that onto my mom right now. I gave her all my supplies, all my candle stuff. So now my mom is making candles and wax, even though she still makes me come over and help her though.
That's dope though.
But that was my favorite.
I was just talking to my wife about making candles the other day, just something to do, and she said she was gonna kill me if I bring something else in my house. She said I got a sweatshop in every corner of the house right now, so I can't do candles, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah.
But I was doing too much, so I had to let that go.
Yeah. But you seem like you're moving up in levels though. You're not just going from one thing to another without thought. Because everything's strategically planned. In the print industry, which one is your favorite between the sublimation and DTF?
That's hard. I don't have a favorite because with sublimation, you can do more than just t-shirts. You can do all type of custom things with sublimation. So I would say, like, if I was new to this and I wanted to make some money and I didn't know what to get started with, I would go with sublimation, because if I'm not making t-shirts, I can be making mugs, tumblers, wine boxes. Like, you can sublimate so much stuff to make some type of money. So sublimation will always be my go-to for everything. DTF, I know a lot of people say you could put DTF on anything, which you could, but it's not the same like sublimation. Sublimation is printed within, it's in it. It's not coming off unless you literally scrubbing and trying to get it off.
Yeah.
But I like doing all of them. And that's why I do sublimation, I do eco solvent, I do DTF, I do it all. I do vinyl. So I don't have a favorite.
I don't know a lot about the eco solvent. Can you talk about that a little bit, the processes and what's needed?
So the eco solvent is basically you need printable vinyl, you need eco solvent ink, which is a water-based ink, and you need contact paper or transfer paper, a cutter, and it's just like vinyl, or like the paper that you print the image on and you cut it out and weed it for dark colored t-shirts. It's similar to that, but the vinyl is a better quality than that is. So it's just like vinyl. It's a printable vinyl. You print on that vinyl, you cut it out in your machine, your Cricut or whatever cutting machine you have.
Mm-hmm.
And you weed it, then you put your transfer paper on it and transfer it to your garment and press it.
So is it CNYK based too?
Yes, KCNY. Yes. The maintenance on there is not as difficult as DTF, but it all depends on what type of printer you're using. Most people use the Epson EcoTank 15,000, which I've been using that one as well. I use two, but I don't print that often because I don't make t-shirts that often. So my EcoTank Epson ET 15,000 started giving me problems when I let it sit up for about 3 weeks or so. And then I was moving my stuff from my house to the warehouse. And so when I moved everything in, I let everything sit before I set everything up. So it did get clogged, and I could have unclogged it, but I decided not to because I was using the XP 15,000 also. And I plugged that one up and printed right away, and I didn't have no problem. So I'm like, hey, I'm sticking with this because this printer right here have not gave me any problems whatsoever, no matter how long I let it sit up, how hot it was in the warehouse. It was still going. So that's why I ended up making that video on my TikTok, like telling people like the EcoTank 15,000, which everyone think is the printer to go with EcoSolvent. Try the XP 15,000. That one has the heads on that has been a better quality than the EcoTank 15,000.
You ain't had no problems with the DTF ink in that at all?
No, the EcoSolvent ink.
EcoSolvent. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I used it. I used the XP 15,000 for DTF as well.
Okay.
And you're gonna have some problems with it. You're gonna have some problems with it using with DTF. It all depends on your patience and your willingness to maintain the printer with DTF. So, like I said, I'm so busy. I let my printer sit up for days without using it sometimes because I'm doing other things. So I know I'm not the one to use the XP 15,000 for DTF because it's going to sit there for a while before I come back to it, and I can't keep up on that maintenance.
Yeah.
Right. Rachel asks, Roman, she asks, Vibrant Vibes has a website. What is it?
It's vvinks.com.
And then just for just shout out again what products you sell, just in case.
So I have, sure. I have sublimation ink, sublimation paper, DTF ink, DTF adhesive powder, DTF film, the A4 size film, 13 by 19 film and the A3 film. And I also have rolls, but the rolls I don't have in stock that often. So that one usually a pre-sale. I also sell UV DTF ink and Eco 7 ink. Did I mention everything? I think that was everything. At one point, it used to be a one-stop shop, but I had to cut some things out. But now that I have my warehouse, I will be bringing blanks back and printable vinyl, probably vinyl period. But that's something I'm considering.
Congratulations on a warehouse, though.
Yes, big congratulations. Definitely a move up. Does any of the children help you with the shop? Or I know I asked this probably some years ago. I'm gonna ask again.
My kids have no interest in what I do. They don't help me whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
That's usually the story.
They don't help me. I have boys, so I'm trying to get. I tried to get them into t-shirt making, but they're not interested. Sometimes my youngest son, he would send me the image and want me to make him a t-shirt, but I'm like, let me just show you how to do it so you can do it yourself. And yeah, no, okay, then I don't want it. So, but I'm trying to get them their own business started and teach them how to be entrepreneurs as well. My youngest, I think he's going to follow behind my footsteps. It's just that finding that right thing that he actually like and that he's into. Mm-hmm. So that's the only problem with him. My oldest, I don't think he's going to follow behind.
Yeah.
He'll definitely find his way. It takes a minute, especially for boys.
Yeah.
So my next question is for miketees. You use Vibrant Vibes ink on a daily, man. Talk about it.
It's the brightest, it's the best.
Vibrant Vibes sublimation ink. Talk about it.
Well, it's a vibe. Vibrant Vibes. I mean, it's literally what she said it is what it is. And when I put it on, everything pops. So I have countless videos on how to use it, where to apply it, and how you can upsell your products simply by adding some sublimation ink from Vibrant Vibes ink. Make sure you guys tap in.
I did not ask for no commercial, brother. What's the quality? What can we expect? What's the quality when you go get when you get your shipment in?
Great question. Most inks have like a dull yellow. Hers is literally sun bright, light yellow. It ain't dark. It's not off. It's like, and I didn't have to do a color profile or anything with it. I just added it to the printer and kept it moving. The paper as well. It seems like you took time to study that because the ink release. I know everybody says the ink release is fabulous, but I don't have no residue, nothing left behind when I press that. So shout out to you and that formula, whatever it is that you use to get that. I've used other sublimation inks and I've compared other sublimation inks. I just haven't put the videos out, but yours is killing them.
Yeah,
thank you.
Mike. See, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing with this dude right here, right? We got two people. Miketees comes in two versions. We got this technical Miketees, and then we got North Canton Miketees. I was asking for a North Canton Miketees months, but no, I'm just playing. But seriously, he speaks highly of your ink. He speaks highly of it.
I definitely appreciate that.
He always tells me it's the best sublimation ink he's ever used, the colors and different stuff like that. And it's not that it's a lot better than the so-called leading sublimation ink on the market and all the stuff. So y'all looking for some great product, great person behind it, y'all go check it out, thbis.com. So since he got to do his commercials, I had to do mine too,
That was the main thing when I found my vendor for my sublimation ink, the yellow. When I opened that package and I seen that yellow, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And all the colors was like bright compared to anything else I ever used. So I'm like, I'm already knowing it's gonna be some good stuff right here.
Yeah.
It is, and that color pop doesn't go away after a few washes neither. It stays that bright, like light bright. Shout out to T-Town Tints and Precious Pieces. Appreciate you guys tapping in. We do this every week. Make sure y'all lock in, like, comment, and subscribe. So North Canton miketees is in the building right now, and I would like to say this: I'm gonna show up. All right, put me on the spot, man. Gotta eat some chicken fries, man. Leave me alone, man.
See that, I be telling you, like, man, come on, man, we need that. I need North Canton up in here. I don't even know if he really from North Canton. It just sounds good to me.
No, I'm really up now. I'm from South Canton.
Okay, well, South Canton, bring him on.
No, I can't bring that one.
I was gonna say, yeah, the South Side.
Have you? So, what are some of the products that you've done with that eco solvent? I know we do posters and stuff like that. Could you describe some other products that's done with eco solvent?
Yeah, other than t-shirts, you can do banners. I don't think it's really too much you can do with the eco solvent besides the posters, banners, stickers, and t-shirts. You can do decals, like the car decal stickers, because that's different from regular stickers. So you can do that because, the car takes a lot of wash, and you want to use a good product, eco solvent and decal sticker paper or vinyl to use for car decal stickers to keep it from fading. But that's like the number one thing I've seen people doing with eco solvent is t-shirts and stickers.
So Chanel, if I got $1,000 and I'm coming to you for print advice, what are you telling me to get into and why?
Shoot, $1,000, I can help you get into sublimation, eco solvent. There will be mainly the main two. Sublimation, you definitely gonna flip that 1,000 and you gonna make more than 1,000 back with your sublimation. The eco solvent, you gonna flip that with your t-shirts and your stickers. People love stickers. You can imagine how many people buy stickers.
Yeah,
I was shocked because I really didn't realize how many people bought stickers. If you look on Etsy and you go to anybody's sticker shop on Etsy, you can see, how you can see their sales. You'll be shocked how well stickers sell.
Yeah, everybody uses them for something.
You press them on the buttons. Can you put that on buttons?
Can you put the eco solvent on buttons? Press. Oh,
yes.
So it's not like sublimation. Eco solvent is like basically like vinyl, but you're printing your own image on the vinyl on the HTV.
Gotcha.
So you just using a regular printable vinyl? Nothing. It's not like a special printable vinyl or nothing like that.
Yeah, no, it's a special printable vinyl that have to be used with eco solvent ink. Oh, it has to be used with eco solvent ink. It's not going to work with a regular ink. So it looks just like white vinyl. See, it looks just like white vinyl. This is the back side. This is the print side.
Oh yeah.
So it looks and feels just like white HTV. So you put this in your printer and you print your image on it, put it in your cutting machine and cut it out. I think I have one here. I can show you some old prints I had. Like this is one of the first prints I printed, like when I first started eco solvent a long time ago. So you just print your image, whatever image it is, and then you put it in your cutting machine, cut it, and then you take your like transfer paper, you put it on top and transfer it to the shirt.
Oh yeah.
So, do you do any pop-up shops with any of your products, or is this people coming straight from the website?
It's been people just coming straight to my website. I am considering doing pop-up shops here in my city in LA or the surrounding cities. I don't mind traveling. I travel a lot anyways. So I don't mind traveling if the opportunity presents itself. I don't mind.
What about being in the Impressions Expo or any of the different venues that they have going on around?
I consider it in the past, but like I said, I had a lot going on. But for my end of 2023 and going forward, I am planning to be at these shows.
Okay.
I am planning to do pop-up shops. I am planning to go live more often and showing my face more, showing my products more. So that is my goal and that is my plan, ending this year and going forward into the next year.
Mm-hmm. So you just got to
I was
wear.
told. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say you just got a warehouse. I just wanted to know some of the plans for the warehouse. What can we be expecting to be coming to shipping up out of there moving forward?
Sure. Well, like I said, I'm expecting to expand back to some of the products that I used to sell that I had to cut out because I was in my house. So I am going to start back adding blanks, and I want to start adding the printable vinyl and HTV as well. So it's going to be a lot shipping up out of here.
Do you still sell the refillable cartridges and stuff?
I still do, but now since the EcoTank printers have become so popular, they don't really sell that often no more. So I do have a lot of refillable cartridges that don't sell no more, and I was figuring out what I was gonna do with them. So they probably will be going for dirt cheap soon.
Oh yeah.
If anyone even still have them printers.
Yeah.
I had mine. I held on to it for a long time. It's the only one that you could turn off and walk away from and turn back on and still play with, I think. I mean, this one, I don't know. I haven't turned that one off yet. So
what's that one? What printer?
The EcoTank 1500.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even know you had an EcoTank.
Oh my gosh. See?
I'm still rocking a dinosaur over here, man. So I don't know.
Which one you have?
I still got a 7720 over here.
Whoa. I would have still had mine too. But I felt like it was so big compared to the new printers that was coming out. And not only that, like, since I cater to small businesses that use these Epson printers, I always go to the next new printer and test it out. So I was having too many printers, so I started selling them and get rid of them and offer up and stuff. So I end up selling mine. And then I regret it later. I was so mad. I was like, I should have kept that one. Out of all printers, I should have kept that one.
Yeah, it is hella big. It is hella big, though. Like, they get the job done, that's for sure.
Oh, definitely. It get the job done. That's the printer I was using for my DTF. Without the white on the back. So if that was working with DTF ink and wasn't giving me no problems, that was a good quality printer right there.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, I remember.
But Epson caught on to us.
Yeah, they did.
So we got an interview scheduled with Epson next month. Y'all can come ask the questions. All your questions.
Oh, I would definitely be there.
Yeah, so
I would definitely be there.
Because
I feel like they finna come out with I know they already have their own DTF printer, so I'm sure they're gonna come out with their own EcoSovereign printer. They have their own sublimation printer already, so
yeah,
that's what it is.
They tend to do that. I've seen that. That's what they do. They study the market, see what people is thriving and what they're going after, and then once they get it, then they tend to present us with that product at the final end.
Yeah, which is not a bad thing, but it's so overpriced. It's like, the ones who starting off at home and don't have that budget to go spend thousands of dollars on a printer, we gonna keep finding the next best thing.
So that's a question to bring up right there. Is we need more affordable printers for the stay-at-home crafters.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, a lot of them do cater to big business. We just, bedroom people need help too. Don't worry, I'm gonna ask all them questions though. I'm gonna crack all the little jokes about it, shoot all the little shots. Don't worry, I got y'all if y'all ain't there. But yeah, so we got them next month sometime. I forgot the exact date, but we'll put it out there. But I think that'll be a great interview for everybody to tune into, because we all have questions for Epson, and the processes and stuff like that.
Yeah, I definitely have some questions for them. I just seen someone say that they still have a brand new 7210.
Yeah. That's T. Johnson. Shout out to T. Johnson.
T. Johnson, how much you want for it?
Scalping them right now. Ain't no wrong with it.
Wait a minute, 7210. 7210.
The one
that was the dinosaur ones.
Yeah, with the one tray.
Because they came out with the newer model ones of them printers, which was, if I can remember correctly, I actually have one. It's brand new in the box too. I left it at the house though, but I think it's a 77 something. I can't remember, but it's the newer models of them printers.
Or something?
Yeah, there was a 7, 8, 10 too.
Something like that,
Yeah, and them can't really be converted. It can be converted, but it's a headache. Like, it's not worth it.
So Chanel, I want to know, like, you got all these different businesses, being a single mother. Let's talk about how you balancing this life with real life.
I'm taking it day by day. And you would think that I plan my days out with how much stuff I have to do, but I really don't. I just take it day by day. I usually have a schedule that I stick to. Like right now, school is back in. So my youngest, he's in high school. So my day gets started after I drop him off.
Yeah.
So after I drop him off at school, I come straight to the shop and I get started. Whether that's making T-shirts for a family member or something, packing orders, just basically just doing everything I need to do at the shop and to keep my business, running properly and getting orders shipped out as quick as possible. But I stay at the shop till about 4:45, 5 o'clock, because he plays football too, so he stays at school till about 5:30. So then I just head out to go pick him up, and shoot, that's it for the day. I'm mom from there.
So here's the thing I don't understand. So you got all this all this craft stuff you sell, ink and all this, and football mom, and you own a dispensary and all this different stuff. How the hell are you still doing custom orders for people?
Well, I'm not doing custom orders for random people. It's mainly family and people I know right now.
Okay.
So yeah, so I slowed down the custom orders. I used to do party favors and things like that. I stopped doing all of that. So I really don't want to do customs too much anymore. But I do have my DTF printer over here in the corner. So, but so I will start putting prints on my website, but I will not take custom orders for prints because that would take way too much of my time up, and I wouldn't be able to do it. So, like, I'm just constantly printing daily different images, and I'll just post them on my website. If you like the image, you can purchase it. If not, somebody will. But other than that, I can't do customs.
So do you actually do your designing, create your own images, or what?
No, I suck at graphic design. I tried it. I do it when I have to. I do it when I have to. But For a customer, I would just suggest they get their own image. But no, like if I want to make a t-shirt for my son football game, or if I have a family member who got kid birthday party coming up, and like my niece's birthday is this weekend, and her theme is Cookie Monster. So like I will go ahead and make my own design and create like her outfit with Cookie Monsters or whatever. I would do things like that for family and friends, but not for a customer.
Yes, T-Town shirts.
Yeah,
The 7720 and the F570.
that's that big boy, the F570. That's the big Epson. Yeah.
Yeah. That's some all over shirts. A lot of different sizes in the F570.
I need something bigger than what I have. My sublimation is a 24-inch, but that's not big enough for all over if you want to do it in one print.
Right.
The talent images, I don't know. I've never done an all over shirt. I've seen people doing them and very successful. Spoke with a lot of people that have done them on this show.
Oh yeah.
And I just never had the interest to do all that.
I applaud those who do the towel printing for all over shirts. It amazes me all the time when I see TikTok videos of people doing the towel prints. They have so much patience because I don't have it. It's not even just the patience, it's the time too. But they really do good jobs with it.
Yeah, like you be seeing people with the 8.5 by 11 towel do all over front and back, and then I'm cool. I don't have
that patience for that. T-Town shirts. That thing lays down way too much ink, though. Can't get that to stop laying so much ink. I don't need that much ink on my paper. Wow. They won't let you adjust the settings?
What's that F570?
Yep.
That's how they sometimes.
I have a wicked delay on my side, y'all, so I keep cutting in and cutting out. My fault.
I think I'm having that too. I think it's just the network. Actually, my sublimation printer's an ET 15,000. Barb got everything at that house over there. I would love to see her set up. I would love to have her on the show and talk about it too.
She said sometime after October, so.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ET 15,000 is cool for sublimation.
Yeah, that's what I hear. That's what I hear. Yeah. So you're gonna be the way you move. So you stay busting some moves. You're gonna be selling printers or something someday. Can we expect that from Vibrant Vibes?
I thought about it. I really did think about selling the DTF printers, but I'm not gonna do it.
No,
I'm not gonna do it. No. Yeah, I would love to, but I think I'm gonna stay away from it. It's the DTF printer is so much maintenance, and from the past few years dealing with customers and their printers and the trouble that they have, I don't think I want to go down that route. Because it does require a lot of maintenance, and a person can say, "Oh, I'm going to keep up on the maintenance. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that," but you don't know what they're doing. And as soon as they start having problems, you're to blame. So I think I'm gonna stay away from that and let those who have that patience to deal with the customers and can do that troubleshooting for them, be on phone calls for hours, trying to help them resolve their clog or whatever issue they might have with their DTF printer. I still help customers with their DTF printers, even if I'm not the one that sold them the printer, or even if they didn't get the ink from me. I still find myself on Instagram, TikTok, helping customers who purchase from other companies and they couldn't get the support from them. So I still help as much as I can, but I know if I actually sold the printer myself, it will take up a lot of my time helping
Yeah,
people actually set their printer up, troubleshoot their printer, and it's just a lot that I can't do right now.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I understand that. Yeah, there is a lot of mess that goes along with dealing with them DTF printers. Like, it's, I don't know. I guess it's a trip that like people even still sell, like people sell pre-made printers with all the issues that people have with DTF. You know, until I don't
Yep.
know. To each his own, though. It's one of them things.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
it's a lot of people who so desperate to get into it
Yeah,
and they quick to make a purchase. But I would not, at this point in time, I would not suggest anyone to buy a used DTF printer at all.
yeah,
If you
yeah.
want a DTF printer, I would suggest either you contact a business that's in the US that actually sell DTF printers and have that support for you, or go overseas to China and purchase you a DTF printer. But make sure you do your research on that company and make sure you get that support that you're going to need to set that printer up, or help when you're having problems with that printer.
Right.
I got a few more comments that popped up. Evan Barb says, "Yep, in October. It's gonna be a little bit past October, Barb, but we definitely got you scheduled."
I'm looking forward to it.
She also said, "I need to do another tour of my shop as I move my X tool to my old kitchen, which is in the shop, and vented it out the stove vent." That's amazing. I have 2 Pro Color DTF printers, one for sheets and one set up for film on a roll.
I know a lot of people go with Pro Color. I heard nothing but good things about that company.
Hmm. We're gonna have to get her to talk about that. Yeah, that DTF though, man, it's like I don't know, it's cool, but I'm like, I feel like you said, like people rushing out and buying these printers and stuff. I think at this point, it's best to just find somebody that know what they're doing and got it down and buy prints because they're affordable. If you're gonna use DTF,
Yep. Because if you plan on selling T-shirts and you don't have the patience to actually deal with a DTF printer, find someone who sells prints and purchase the prints from them instead.
yeah.
Still gonna make a profit, and without the headache.
Right, and it's affordable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially now a lot of people sell prints, so the price of prints have gone down some. Because I know at one point they were selling like $8 to $10 a sheet.
Yeah.
So the price of them has come down.
Too. That sheet was like this big. That's it. For
yeah. Exactly.
I've seen people selling $2 and $3 a sheet, $1 a sheet.
Yeah.
You know, the market.
It's much more affordable now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I would suggest that if someone want to get started with T-shirts and don't want to deal with the headache of maintaining a DTF printer, buy some prints.
That's
no, just not during Minnesota deer season. Oh Lord. Some deer. I ate deer meat before.
Think you silly.
Bro, I live in Oregon, bro. I used to work. Bro, they used to come in there with bear jerky and deer jerky and elk and what's that shit? The little bird. What's the little bird? Quail and like, bro, the dudes used to pull up to the job. Like, dude, look at this damn deer, and go out to the truck. They got a whole dead deer in the back of the truck and shit. Big ugly ass. Like, it was crazy, bro. Like, real talk. Like, they used to have all types of stuff.
I've never been to Oregon.
You ain't missed nothing. I live. It's like Wild West out here, man. You know.
I'll probably be out there by probably by the end of the year or the beginning of next year. Hopefully. Trying to hit every state. My son played travel ball, so we traveled to different states.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. In the
Yeah.
AA football.
It's not AAU football. It's 707. He with
Okay.
this travel team, Cali Power. They just started last year, but this that first season we went to a bunch of different states.
That's crazy. Like you super mom over here.
Where do you get time to chill out? How do you constantly moving?
So look, so with my son football, so now that he's in high school, so since he's in high school, it's a little easier than it was when he was playing youth football. So with high school football, I don't have to be at his practice and stuff no more. So
Right.
football practice directly after school. He stay at school all day till he's done with football. So I drop him off and I don't see him till after football later in the evening, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Sometimes later than that. Like if I pick him up, I drop him off at the gym and then come back and get him. So it's easier now that he's in high school. So I have a little bit more time than I did before he went into high school. And 707 season, when we do all the traveling, this is why I put on my website that I don't ship on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. Because most of the time when we travel, we leave Friday and we don't come back to Sunday. Sometimes Monday morning. So that's why I do not ship Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. But if I happen to be in town, I usually would just go ahead and ship my orders. But I take that time to prep for the following week, because since it's just me and I don't have no help and I need to get these orders out same day or as fast as possible, I use Friday, Saturday, and Sundays to prep. Like I'll be packing, putting boxes together, printing my labels, because I do make my own labels for my boxes. If y'all ever seen my boxes, I make my own labels with my ink. So I print all my labels out and cut them. Jason used to do them for me. He used to do my labels for me, and that was a real big help for me. But I'm back to doing them by myself now. So that's what I'm doing on Friday, Saturday, Sundays if I'm not out of town. Packing boxes, printing labels, making sure all my supplies is up. So that way, when the week comes and I get ready to ship, it's a breeze for me. Like I'm not sitting here trying to print labels and cut things out and get boxes and put them together. I try to prep all that in advance, and that's how I'm able to get my orders out as fast as I do.
Are you thinking about getting a team or hiring somebody to come in with and help?
Hopefully I can. I really do need the help.
A lot of times I was trying to, I've just now learned this. I'm trying to do everything myself all at one time, and it's just like overbearing in this wall to climb. So delegating tasks to certain family members has been very helpful for me. A little bit of money, it helps everybody to, move and motivate. But
not for my kids.
What? You can't offer them $100? Oh my gosh.
$100, my son would probably only pack 25 boxes. Take 25 boxes from me, and he'd be like, "That's it, I'm done."
Wow.
I see that, your mom got them spoiled though. They ain't got to work. I see all that big Jordans and everything over there. So, without the work,
man,
special treatment.
I teach them still. You don't get what you want for free. Like it ain't nothing free in life. So,
period.
You don't want to help. You don't when you ask for a pair of shoes or them expensive jeans that my son be asking for. Okay, so how many days you gonna work for me this month? How many hours you gonna put in? Because them jeans $250, so I need $250 worth of work from you.
Hell yeah.
Still teaching them, like ain't nothing gonna be handed to you.
Yeah, it's a trip though, like all the things that you do and then just maintain motherhood on top of it all. Just commend you, shout out to you, all the stuff, all the commitments we can give you on that.
I appreciate it.
Ever since we met you, you stay busy, you stay in motion, so it's hella inspiring to see, you know, and then
Yeah.
to you single moms out there, like y'all look to this woman for inspiration. She does it all by herself. So, you know,
With
how,
no
how-
help.
No excuses.
you know, period.
No help at all.
Like, we need to get Cali Hustle to come to Cleveland, so y'all can verse some baby Cleveland Browns.
Cleveland Browns.
Yeah.
He's the Cleveland Browns, man. They're
Oh, you know,
Come with it.
you know.
but like at this
You know.
point, you know,
I'm just saying, this purple and gold look kind of nice, though.
It's fire. It's fire. I ain't gonna lie.
Now, let me say this though. Your son's team in them will beat the Cleveland Browns.
Oh, here we go. This
The real Cleveland Browns right now.
the hate is real.
Man, like the
Don't
Cleveland
go
Browns.
gang it up, Opie. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is sad.
You know, Mike, I'm sorry, but I gotta agree with him.
Oh my God. Listen,
Like, look,
y'all can't come. Don't come when we start winning the Super Bowls, okay?
Man, they gotta go to the playoffs.
Get it out. 2024, we winning every Super Bowl.
Bro, they've been to the playoffs one time in 50 years.
It don't matter. None of that matters.
Well, I'm not gonna speak up on our rounds right now, but I'm all for my city no matter what.
You a Rams fan?
Yes, indeed.
Oh no, I don't mess with you. I don't mess with your time. See,
I don't know if you noticed, but LA people support their city. Lakers, Dodgers, Rams, them the ones.
Rams, I'll tell you why I don't mess with your kind on them Rams right now. Look, I'm a Seahawks fan, and the Rams, they beat us 9 out of 10 times. I don't give a damn. We can win every game of the season. The Rams will never win nothing next year. And it's like we the best team in the history of football or the worst team in the history of football. We meet up with the Rams more times than not. We get beat by the Rams. I don't know what it is. It's like we'll go a whole season, have one loss. It'll be to the damn Rams. We don't do Rams around here. You know,
I should have worn my Rams today.
No, you shouldn't have. No, you shouldn't have. Listen, look. No, you know, I think you're a great person and all the stuff, but that part of you, we gonna send that one back for maintenance.
I ain't gonna even lie. Like I support the Rams because you know I'm from LA. That's my city, born and raised here. My son, he's a big football fan, but he's a Ram fan, but my son is not really a team fan. He's more of a players fan.
Yeah.
So he fans of players, no matter what team they are. He supports the player versus the team. So he's whatever. But and then my oldest, he's more of a basketball person, and he's diehard Lakers fan. So
wow.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Lakers, IQ messed me up with them too, so I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on Lakers. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on Lakers. Yeah.
Hate is real.
I'm not hating. How am I hate? Where's hate at?
You ain't gotta physically speak to hate. Come on, man.
I ain't said nothing bad about nothing except for
It's
the Browns.
okay. It's okay.
I ain't said nothing bad about the Browns and about nothing but the Browns. I respect LA just based on the West Coast part. You know, the Rams. I don't like the Rams, but I respect them.
Yeah.
You know, I respect them. You know, and the only reason I'm a Seahawks fan, like I say, man, I don't give a damn. The Rams. If you look at the history of the Rams and the Seahawks, they beat us 9 out of 10 times, whether we're the better team or not. It's crazy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. It's a curse.
It's that green. It's that beat.
We'll see what happens this season.
Yeah. We got our first game, I think, Sunday. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
So Chanel, where all can we find you? And can you please plug in your website again?
So the website where you can make a purchase is vvinks.com. And my social media, my Instagram is also vvinks on Instagram, and TikTok is Vibrant Vibes Inc. You probably find me more on TikTok than any other social media. I go to Instagram like every so often.
Yeah. I feel like y'all need to come check her out. Y'all go to that website, y'all check her out and all the stuff. Like, and if y'all into sublimation, check out her ink, because it Mike Tees. I haven't used it personally, but Mike Tees uses it daily, and everything I've seen him make with it is fire. So y'all go check that out.
You inspiring, you uplifting, and you giving motivation to these young ladies out here and to young men. Just keep doing what you're doing, Chanel Michaels. You are great.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Period.
Like,
y'all gonna expect, you're gonna see a lot more of me on social media.
YouTube,
I feel like
videos?
I have to. Huh?
YouTube videos?
I'll try.
You said it like it's another task. All right, my bad.
I'm just gonna go like do more lives on TikTok, because I see a lot of people putting a lot of false information out there, or charging people for information that that charging a lot. Like, I see if you charging a fair, decent price, but overcharging people to give them false information at that. Like, it's like disturbing. So, like, I kind of feel the need to actually just, start going live on TikTok and helping people out as much as I can. And, just free information to help people out, especially after they didn't spend all this money on purchasing things and doing things. Someone who only been doing this for about 3 months, 6 months, telling them to go do this and do that. Now you didn't waste a whole bunch of money, because you really don't know how long the person been doing this for. But on their lives, they dropping gems. No.
Yeah. And so many people follow it because they haven't done the research. And that's the sad part about it. Like, it's only one Google away,
Exactly.
to learn.
And it's not like you can find videos and stuff, and I'm not gonna say all the videos that you find on YouTube is 100% correct, but that's why you have to do your research. Don't just watch one video or listen to one person and then hop on it and just do it. Then you're gonna be upset that you ruined your printer, lost a lot of money. You have to do your own research. Don't listen to nobody. Listen, but follow up with your own research.
Period. So, oh my goodness, before we wrap this up, I just gotta say this right here. This guy right here, T-Town, says Lions are on tonight.
Lions.
The Lions and the Browns. Well, I don't know where you put one in one end.
Listen.
I don't know. I don't know, man. But I will give it to you, man. You Lions fans, y'all are diehard. You got to be a diehard fan to be a Lions fan. So,
man,
you say that about every team, though. This man say that about every team. Don't listen to him. He say that about every team.
No, there's
every team. No, it's a few teams out there, though. It's a few teams that got some diehard fans, and they don't matter if they never won a game.
They just there. The Lions,
the Raiders.
Oh, God.
Don't no. I
had to put them out there because they ain't won since Bo Jackson. But look.
Don't be getting us, man. You gonna get a stock to get.
Oh my God!
But nah, it's something like, man. If you be like, I'm a fan of this, you have to be serious business. You know what I mean? The Rams is a reason to be a fan. The Seahawks are a reason to be a fan.
That's your opinion.
Those are reasons to be fans. Even Dallas Cowboys, there's a reason to be a fan. But like,
okay, I'm gonna say this: if you are from that city and you rep your city hard, you're gonna be a diehard fan of your city team, no matter what, whether losing or not. That's the diehard fan. But if you from a whole nother city and you a diehard fan of that city team and they ain't winning no games, man, I don't even know what to say about that.
That would be mental illness. That would be mental illness. I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not talking about nobody or nothing, but that would be mental illness. Barb said, nice website, Chanel.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I was kind of thinking about redesigning it. I felt like it was too dark. So maybe when I get the time, I'll do something different to it. But thank you. I appreciate that.
She said the time. I don't know if you're going to find it, sis. You stay in motion. Hell.
No. Maybe during the time when I usually do that traveling with my son, because that's when I sit up at a hotel room and I could be on my computer doing, changing my website and stuff. But
or maybe what city we in. Maybe you can do it during the playoffs.
Oh, what?
Maybe you can do it during the playoffs since the Rams won't be there this year.
That's why if my team don't make it, I said if my team don't make it, I have hopes. But I got brothers. My brothers got teams, so I ride. My dad's a diehard Green Bay Packer fan. My brother's a diehard 49ers fan. So
that's pretty So when your dad and your brother,
I ain't saying I'm rocking with the 49ers though.
Huh?
I said, even though my brother's a fan, I still don't rock with the 49ers. I'm behind my dad with the Green Bay Packers, though. But
so is your dad and your brother, they from LA too?
Yeah.
And they Green Bay and San Francisco fans. That's different.
Yep. Mm-hmm. My dad has always been a Green Bay Packer fan since I was a kid. My brother, I can't remember how long he's been, but he's always been a 49ers fan. So. But the LA to the Bay ain't that far, so.
Nah, no. That's crazy.
Well, we appreciate you coming on and dropping gems and updating us, because this wasn't our first interview. For everybody that's watching and those in Team Replay, we have an older interview, and this was like an update, and you could see the elevation, the growth, track that she's going on. She's headed all the way up. You got like 8 businesses?
I got 2 now. I cut down. I got 2.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all tune in, tap in with Vibrant Vibes Ink. Literally the brightest, the most vibrant of inks. And, enhance your pockets, because that's what it's going to do.
So thank you for sitting down with us, Any shout outs or whatever you want to do, before we
close.
No, I just want to thank y'all for having me, speaking with me. I know I get off topic a lot and start rambling about different things, but I appreciate you guys having me. Other than that, shout out my customers that support me. Shout out the ones who've been supporting me since day one. Miketees. Jason, South Bay Creations.
South Bay.
Jason, my God. Yeah,
there's a few that's been supporting me since day one and still support me, still check up on me, What
it's about. This is like a big family, You gotta stay connected.
Still hopefully one day we can have a reality show for us crafters, home business crafters.
Oh, the people that don't know, like you wouldn't even, yeah, they'll be like, no, this can't be happening. They get behind the scenes on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you use some of the stuff
Including
that
all the drama. All the drama that's involved.
yeah, real. It'll make for great TV though, I swear for God.
I'm telling you, there's some good TV right there. Maybe Zeus need to come holler at me.
Man, good. So, on that note, next week we will be back with Bella Canvas. Y'all. So if y'all got any questions for Bella Canvas, y'all tap in, come see what they talking about, and we'll see y'all. Appreciate y'all. See y'all next week. Bye now.
Peace.